Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff One Never Told You, a production of iHeartRadio.
And welcome to our sub-series of Happy Hour. And we are back with watching Sex and the City and giving you some great commentary, or
Yes.
not so great commentary, of us watching Sex and the City.
Yes. And if you are new to this segment, Samantha has seen all of these episodes, watched them at a formative time, we'll say.
Yes.
And this is my first time. And it's been very, very fun. We took a bit of a break, but now we are back and we have had some guests and we are looking for more guests. And that guest could be you. So please stay tuned at the end for more information about how to possibly join us on these very fun happy hours where we are drinking right now a very lovely drink that Samantha made.
It's true.
Yes. I mean, can you describe the drink?
Yes, I thought you were going to describe it. I was going to let you. But yes, no, I created a new, I guess, cocktail. It's not new. I'm sure people have done it, but it's new to me. Mm-hmm. Where I took fresh lemon juice, fresh cherries, fresh basil, and then take some agave, because I have some agave here. No judgment, please. And some vodka. And I muddled it all together. And then I poured it in a glass and added some sparkling water. But yeah, so we're going to call it the cherry on top.
Oh, I like it.
You like it?
And the color is beautiful. It's very vibrant. It's very refreshing and light for summer. But I think it's perfect for Sex and the City because they drink a lot of cosmopolitans.
Yes.
The color-wise, very reminiscent of a cosmopolitan.
But like I said, the cherry on top.
The cherry on top. And thank you, Samantha, for making this and sharing it. As always, if you do choose to drink during these segments, please do so responsibly. But yeah, this is a nice cocktail for, what are we on? Season 2, episode 4? Okay.
So yes, we are on season 2, episode 4. Let's do a quick recap for us on the episode 3.
Okay. Episode 3 was tricky for me, but in terms of guessing what it was about. But essentially it was like all men who aren't taken, who are single after 30 are problematic. But then you look in the mirror as a woman and you also have your own issues. Samantha's laughing at my facial expression.
I'm laughing at the pantomiming of looking in the mirror as you're recording this. It's amazing.
I mean, you're getting a whole extra layer.
It's so much more.
Yes. So that, I think, maybe I'm reading too deeply into it, but Carrie's still hung up on Big, and that's expressing itself via other relationships. We had Mr. Pussy, which I guess we should talk about. These are not necessarily safe for work, perhaps.
As we've said this one.
I like how we put that at the end.
Yes,
it's too late.
Every time.
Charlotte was with him, but they had no real foundation of a relationship, but very good sex. Meanwhile, Samantha got some plastic surgery done, but then sort of had a moment of breakdown at what the doctor was suggesting other things she should get done. And this was based on a man during a sexual interaction telling her she was old, an older woman. And she kind of panicked.
It's true, though. She was older. I am an older woman in our relationship as well.
Right,
with my relationship with my partner.
But
it's still kind of shocking.
Well, yeah. And that was a first date. There was a lot of talk about first dates in that episode and past episodes. And so that was to come out on a first date and say that was,
But Sam does not do first dates, as they say.
That's true.
She does sex after first dates.
Sex after first dates.
Yes.
Well,
very good.
Thank you.
It is good. That's a good recap. All right, so this one I have a feeling you're going to have a hard time with as well.
All the titles have been hard.
They have decided to make it a little harder this time around. I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah,
it was done in 1999. They knew what was going to happen today, specifically with us, obviously. So, you ready for this title?
Yes.
I had to look it up because it's kind of longer. It is called "They Shoot Single People, Don't They?"
Oh my gosh. They shoot single people, don't they?
In BT Dubs, there is a famous actor that you're going to love on here that makes an appearance. Very quick appearance.
Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know who it could be. Okay. I mean, it has to be something around judgment around single people. But who is they in this question? Who is they in this context?
This is what gets you. You think too deep.
I think too deep. No. We need Christina. I'm never going to forget how she nailed it that one time.
So good. Wow.
I don't know. Judgment around single people. That's all I got.
All right. I mean, that's vague, and obviously you won this one.
And they go to a club.
This time you're right. Last time you were completely wrong. They did not go to a club.
Yeah. I think that should be every time. They go to a club.
50-50 chance.
It is true.
All right, well, here we go. Let's see if they go to a club.
Yes!
1 point for you.
Nailed it.
4 single girlfriends all found themselves without a relationship at the exact same time.
So that is a thing. Your friend group, maybe more so, but my friend group, I've not had them where everyone is single. I'm typically always just the single one and everybody else is in relationships.
Right.
It's rare.
I feel like in my particular friend group, we have had a lot of times where we've all been single. And we very much lean into it. And it is nice, actually.
Yeah, it's fun. Life without men. Have you gone dancing with your friends?
Yes.
To a club?
I have, but that period of my life is mostly over.
Yeah, mine's done. It's been done.
But for a while, and it was really fun.
I miss it. That's what I do now with Zumba. Or I go hang out with my workout friends.
Mm-hmm.
And or cardio jam.
I did go to one that was very fun where we were all single and we had a code and we had like, oh, if I'm dancing with this guy and I give you like this look. And I remember talking to a guy and my friend gave me the look and I was like, I'm sorry, I got to go rescue her. Yeah. And I just went and did it and it was nice.
So if you saw someone too close, my move was to literally come in between the dude or someone come in between and you grab the girl's hand, spin them out of that dancing partner.
That's a good move.
That was what we did. It was good too. I was good at it. They were very confused.
Yes. I'm sure they were.
Like, what's happening?
I'm sure.
I was dragging my tired yet single and fabulous ass home at dawn.
Oh!
I decided my best bet to avoid looking like I'd been up all night was to stay up all morning.
So Carrie stayed up all night. I try to do this. I can't do it as much anymore.
It's Stanford. You're 40 minutes late. I'm at the photo shoot and everyone's freaking out.
I'm there, 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
I said 20 minutes!
Look, there's some nights you just shouldn't go out and party all night before it. Photo shoot is one.
But that's the nightmare, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna stay up all night and then you fall asleep and you miss it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I happened to be in Canada. I almost missed my flight right when the pandemic was starting. And I was like, oh, I'll never fall asleep. And then I get a call from the hotel people and like, did you fall asleep? No.
Not me. Never.
No, like throwing things in my bag.
Oh, there's gonna be some time for makeup, right?
Yeah.
One time I was in a movie and the makeup person asked me, she was like, you should use these eye drops. I can tell you don't sleep enough. And I was like, you're right, but ouch.
Yeah. They get brutally honest.
Mm-hmm.
Being single and fabulous also frees up one's weekends. Saturdays, usually spent browsing with him in Soho, are left to more practical things like power walking.
Oh, this is a good episode. We've talked about this episode, actually, you and I. You'll see why. But I love this random walking that they do funky moves.
My mom's friend, she does power walking every time I see her, and it just brings a smile to my face. She has got places to go.
You got it. I don't do it.
I wonder if the youths know what power walking is.
Do they?
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Cute. Who's that?
an ophthalmologist I once faked orgasms with.
Okay,
So Miranda just had to run into a dude she hooked up with, but faked orgasm.
She faked orgasms
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah. I've done that. Just wanted to get it over with.
Yeah.
I stopped for fresh supplies when
Oh, no.
Single and fabulous question mark?
hanging right next to Martha Stewart living, Carrie Bradshaw dying of embarrassment.
And it's not a good picture,
It's
everybody.
not a good
And she's smoking a cigarette.
Tom was an out-of-work actor friend Charlotte had come to depend on to do the occasional male things she needed done around her apartment. Because he was an
I've had
outdoor
this
actor,
thought that I could use somebody taller in my life. It's no reason to get in a relationship,
There's
though.
a step ladder.
There is.
You can name it whatever you want to name it.
One time I had to move a big mattress up the stairs alone, and I was like, this is why people date other people.
Yes, that's fair. But also, this is why you have friends.
Exactly.
We can go sailing. We can cook big old lobsters.
Big old lobsters. Is that dirty
On
talk?
the beach.
I think
For
it
me,
might
maybe.
be.
For me, it
Oh,
might
yes.
be.
I think for you, definitely.
You want to grab? You want to get some of that shrimps?
We'll dip it in butter. Everyone's turned off the podcast now.
This is awkward now. Okay, that's fair.
Did I do something wrong tonight? Because, I mean, you came every other time.
All right,
Okay.
she's trying to now have the conversation about sex.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, tell me.
Well, I didn't exactly come all those other times.
Is it worse to have the talk
You faked
later,
it?
or be honest up
Well,
front?
how many of the other
I
times?
think if it's honestly the first time is awkward, so I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have like a physical problem or something?
If it becomes
Of course, he's blaming
regular,
her.
Oh,
Yeah.
No offense, it's just.
I love it. I love this men.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's ever faked it with me. This is also a Seinfeld episode. He calls every woman in his life. Is like, did you fake it? They're all like, yes.
I'm not leaving.
Oh.
I've decided to stay.
He's
decided to
magically in
stay.
a
Over my place and
relationship
get a voltmeter.
Uh-huh.
with her fix-it guy.
Mm-hmm. To be
Even with the
honest,
pet
I had a
names.
guy that this happened to me
Oh, really?
where I was like, I've got to move this couch. And he's like, I'll come help you. And the next thing I know, we were dating.
Oh, that's funny. I think that's definitely something that I've done to spend more time with people. Like if we're already interested in each other, that I'm like, oh yeah, you wanna help me with this? Can you put this together for me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that voice, y'all, but making excuses to get to hang out with
Right.
And there it was.
someone. There's her magazine
Pity from the man who sells me my Marlboro Lights.
and
It was
the
the
convenient
final
guys.
straw. I decided I wasn't gonna
Staring
write
at her with
magazine.
pity. This happened to me with a Lyft driver once.
Oh no!
I didn't have the magazine cover, but he was like, you aren't married. It's too late for you.
She had nothing to do but sit and wait for him.
Oh no! Sam's
By now, she
waiting.
knew that wee William wasn't ever going to show up. He was one of those men.
I've never
who faked
officially
the
been
future
stood
to
up.
get
Have
what he
you?
wanted in the present.
No.
I've never showed up somewhere that I'm waiting on someone.
I've never been stood up. I was broken up with very publicly once
Vulnerable,
With-
like a fool.
at the dining hall in Georgia Tech.
Oh,
he
no.
let me have it.
Wow, dramatic.
It was quite dramatic.
Unnecessarily dramatic.
But it's partly because I stood him up.
Oh.
Because we were supposed to watch the finale of Lost together. When I forgot.
Ruh-roh. So you got 2 points for the single people bit. And a point and a half for the club bit.
The club. There were 2 clubs. I knew the club.
There was a club on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this was about whether or not singleness was allowed. Are people miserable? Should we fake it to be in a relationship? I think that's a huge one because that's one of the conversations I have had many times because I did not get into relationships until much later. So almost in my 30s did I really have relationships. And I'm like, how do you get to this point? And I don't know if I want to do this because so many people were miserable, but they didn't want to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I think it depends on the person. Is for me, I would rather be alone, even though I have been in a relationship that I was just in and I was faking it because I thought I should be in a relationship. But personally, I would rather be alone. However, I have other friends who I think they would prefer to fake it than be alone.
So I know a few people have asked when they are going through really hard times and it just doesn't make sense why you would do it. I was like, why do you? And the conversation is, we've worked too long and I don't want to waste this, what we've already worked on.
Yeah. I think that's a different mindset because I've heard that too. And it reminds me of the argument about like renting versus buying. Like if you put this much time into a person, well, we can't just back out now.
Right.
And I know for religious older couples in my life, they've told me like, divorce or breaking up is just not on the table.
Right.
It's just not there.
Right.
So they're going to be together. And like I said, I think it's just different mindsets for different people. And if you're on the same page and you're coming from a healthy standpoint, that's okay.
Right.
But if you can't be alone, you might want to examine that.
About why. I thought that was interesting. But I did, this is one of those that they were in their 30s and none of them were really married. And some of them stayed unmarried. I liked that aspect. Right now, I'm older than them. No, I guess I'm the same age as Samantha. I should be going to see a doctor, apparently, getting a clown drawn on my stomach.
No, I don't think so.
But just seeing them really made it different. You can have a life outside of just marriage. As what we see in sitcoms, that's not the case. So that's one of the things. Of course, they talk about, finding relationships. So that was a little difficult. But it's interesting to see, because at this end, she's happy being alone. She's okay. Did she almost slide into, I have to find someone to validate myself? Yes, but she walked away from that. Poor Bradley Cooper.
Cheers to you, sir. Yeah, I think, again, this came out 1999, early 2000s. And still, this is kind of rare to see. It's becoming more common.
Right.
But especially then, seeing women who weren't in a relationship at that age and were still going out and doing things. And, sure, they are trying to find relationships. But ultimately, I still feel like their friendships that's the thing that stays.
Right.
These men come and go.
Right.
But their friendship stays. And so, yeah, I think it's good to see.
Yeah. So what do you think about this episode?
I enjoyed it. I have to admit, I was nervous about whoever was going to show up.
Too much anticipation.
It was a lot of anticipation. But it was good. I enjoyed it. As someone who is, single and has had a lot of these thoughts, I've talked about a lot of these thoughts on this show. It did resonate with me. And I've also had the very bad picture taken where I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
I'm a mess. So I related to that as well.
That's constant now for me, as I don't try to get pictures taken.
Nope, me too. Heaven forbid the camera accidentally be facing you when you turn it on your phone. It's terrible.
I hate those pictures. Actually, I took one for my Instagram and I was like, yeah, this is who I am. Here you go, yeah.
Yeah, embrace it.
Embrace it. Speaking of embracing things,
yes.
I hope you are embracing our subsegment of Sex and the City watch party, essentially. Not watch party. Live watching, reaction watching. What is this?
I mean, it's not live watching, but maybe one day. It's a rewatch / first watch podcast.
Okay, that's what it is.
Reaction podcast.
Commentary, I guess. And if you are, and you would like to be a part of this, we would love for you to join us. So we will be looking for our fam to be a part of this. That means you, the listener. So if you are interested, please let us know by commenting in our social media posts or emailing us saying that you are interested and why you're interested. And maybe you'll be picked for an episode coming up soon.
Yes. We would love to have you. We have a great time. And there are no actual qualifications. You can let us know why you are qualified or not qualified. Both are welcome. You can email us at stephanie@momstuff@iheartmedia.com. You can find us on Twitter at momstuffpodcast or on Instagram at Steph One Never Told You. Thanks as always to our super producer, Christina.
The best.
The absolute best. And thanks to you for listening. Steph One Never Told You is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, you can listen to the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.